Amos Sewn, 123. Today is the 21st of the 4th, 2025. Can you believe it already, folks? Well, today I'm going to play a couple of videos and things of some music that I've. Yep. Sorry, folks. A bit of sound bleeding in. First off, I was down at the pub last night and this guy singing along, and I thought I'd record his stuff. So let's have a listen to him, eh?
Today's gonna be the day that my love's coming back to you. By now you should be somehow you learned what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the weather's up the street, the fire in the loudest house. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. No road leads down winding. All the lights that light the way blinding. There are many things that I'd like to say to you, but I don't know how. Cause baby, you're the one that saves me. And if I'm wrong, you're my wonderwall. Today was gonna be the day that the love's coming back to you. By now you should be somehow realize what you're back to you. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Long road leads down winding. All the lights that light the way blinding. There are many things that I'd like to say to you, but I don't know how. Cause baby, you're the one that saves me. And if I'm wrong, you're my wonderwall. Said baby, you're the one that saves me. And if I'm wrong, you're my wonderwall. Said baby, oh, the one that saves me. Oh, the one that saves me. That saves me.
There's a guy called Just Nate. He was down the pub, Wanji pub last night. Yeah, feeling a bit as do. So anyway, let's have a look at a bit of news, shall we? This is sort of a news show. Let's see. Start off with the good old ABC. Yes. And anyway, don't worry about me, folks. I'm just realising what I'm doing. And this is one story I was looking at. It's a bit of a mainstream media beating up on an independent voice, shall we say. He's this guy, an Australian billionaire, whatever his name is, Clive Palmer. Is easy to ignore in spite of his all-pervasive yellow hoardings. That's his colour in his campaign, folks. Anyway, let me. Yep. You can see me as well as hear me, hopefully. Right. His campaign material smells of MAGA-style trolling, and memories linger of the last election where he spent well north of $100 million to elect a single fringe senator that everyone largely ignores. That sounds like a bit of bias there, doesn't you think? Yeah, this sort of. But the billionaire flugelhorn freedom fighter sounds like a proverbial broken clock on one key point, and he might be right. There's rising anger across the country that's not reported by the media. How surprising is that? Palmer told reporters at a press conference in Parliament House on Thursday. The evidence of his assertions is that nearly 20% more people are enrolled to vote in this election compared to 2022. 20% more? Yeah. A few more immigrants coming in and they're having a vote straight away, of course. Possibly. Anyway, compared to 2022, he said, implying a coiled spring of unexpressed rage. You're kidding, aren't you? Third-party campaigns increasingly dictate outcomes. Official AEC data shows just shy of 118.1 million, or 98.2% of the estimated eligible vote have registered for May 3. 3 years ago, the figure was 17.3, or 97.1%. The increase over 3 years is 6.4%. Who gives a fuck? What it basically boils down to, folks. The where am I? Yeah, sorry, folks. The upcoming federal election. It looks like some of the smaller parties are getting better because the main two parties there, neither of them are anywhere near 50%, which supposedly you'd think 50% would be a winning margin. So they're down about 30 odd, 35, 40%, and because no one really believes their shit. It's all none of us really believe the media anymore. Anyone out there actually watch the news anymore? Oh, I feel like I'm horrible having to watch part of it so I can report. So anyway, let's have a little bit more music from a band I also start at the pub called Ignatian. Let's see. You got a beer? Start drinking. Beer o'clock. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, well, that was a band called Ignition, I think. That's what's in the sign behind them. Well, another news story now from, yes, let's go back to Gaza. I talk about it every week because it's sort of important. But, yeah, the horror that's happening over there every day. And, well, you don't see much of it in the media. This is, where are we? Always seems pretty much a similar headline. Israel kills 32 in Gaza, 2 in Lebanon, and US bombs Yemen, killing 12. Israel forces kill 31 people in Gaza and 2 others in Lebanon, and US forces bomb a popular market in Yemen, killing at least 12 people. A popular market, folks. What the fuck are they doing bombing markets? Well, no surprise there, isn't there? The Palestinian Red Crescent Society dismissed the findings of an Israel military probe into the killings of 15 emergency workers last month and calls for an independent inquiry by the United Nations. Like that'll do any good. Gaza's health ministry says at least 51,201 Palestinians have been confirmed dead and nearly 120,000 wounded in Israel's war on Gaza. So it's Israel's war on Gaza. It's not the Israel war because doesn't appear to be any opposition, depending on who you talk to. Gaza's media office updated its death toll to more than 61,700, saying thousands of people missing under the rubble are presumed dead. At least 1,132 people were killed in Israel during the Hamas-led October 7. Hamas-led? Yeah. Shouldn't that read Mossad-led? Yeah. Attack in October 7, 2023. Attacks with more than 200 were taken captive. Yes, we've heard it all before, haven't we, folks? Well, let's read more, shall we? US launches more attacks on Yemen. We've been covering the US strike that killed at least 12 people in Yemen's Sana'a. Now we're getting reports that there have been more US attacks on the country. Houthi-affiliated Al Mazrah TV says US forces have carried out 3 attacks on northwestern Amman province and 2 more in the Al Jawaba district of the northern Marib province. Geez, I'm having trouble with these words, folks. US officials calls for accountability over Israel killings of paramedics. Yes, I'm sure that'll work. John Whittle, the head of the UN humanitarian agency OHCHR in Gaza, has responded to Israel's claims that there was no evidence to support the claims of execution in the killing of the Palestinian paramedics last month. Yeah, right. No, nothing to see there, folks. They're just been misrepresented as usual. Poor Israelis. Anyway, let's do a bit more music, shall we? I think that sounds like a bit more just, Nate. Come on, Nate. Turn up. All right. Here we go, folks.
was there. Two loves collided. They never, ever tear us apart.
Well done, well done. Just Nate, isn't it? Just Nate.
Yes, that's
Just
right.
Nate, yeah.
Just Nate.
Cool. Well, that was Just Nate. Yeah. Svetlana's, that's another name that's hard to spell, hard to pronounce, has just donated a couple of an ice cream and a lemon on D-Live. Thank you, Svet. I really appreciate it. Because we've always got to have more lemons to suck on, don't we? Anyway, the next news site, so just on the interest of balance, is the Jerusalem Post, the Jewish newspaper. Let's just have a look at what they've got to say about certain things, eh? Yes. Jerusalem Post. Let's see, where am I? No, I'm here. Yes, Hamas opened the door for an initial 30,000 recruits, apparently. Where is this story? No, that's not the one. This is the one. Let's see what they've got to say about here. Palestinian source told Saudi-owned Al Hadath that a majority of the 30,000 recruits had received training in guerrilla warfare tactics. This is Jerusalem Post staff, April 21, supposedly. How old are these photos, though? Who knows? Anyway, an unarmed Palestinian source stated that Hamas, Izzedin and al-Qassam brigades opened the door to recruiting approximately 30,000 additional terrorists in Gaza. Saudi-owned Al Hadath reported on Sunday. The source claimed that the majority of the 30,000 received previous training in campus held annually and secretly by this Al-Qassam brigade. Their terror recruits lack specialisation but have undergone training in guerrilla warfare using anti-tank missiles and planting IEDs. The source has confirmed that Al-Hadath and that brigade are missing many of their weapons, particularly drones and long-range missiles. Oh, look, they've got a green screen. What does that mean? This has led Hamas terrorists to begin recycling missile waste and using it to manufacture ground-based explosive devices. Oh well, that'd be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's go back to the last. Next, there's another story I wanted to look at. Oh yes, here's this. Defense Chief Hezroth shared war plans in second signal chat, New York Times reports. So we've got a guy here who's obviously a defense secretary, and he's talked about his job to his family and friends. Naughty boy. Listen to this article now. Defense Secretary Pete Hezroth shared details of March attacks on Iran's alleged Houthis in a message group that included wife, brother, and personal lawyer. The New York Times reported on Sunday, raising more questions about the use of unclassified messaging system to share highly sensitive security details. Yeah, that pretty much makes sense. In other words, you got caught and, someone wanted to dob you in because you did what the rest of them are doing anyway. And what else is happening here? Lunar eclipse over Jerusalem may mark the date of Jesus' crucifixion, NASA reports. Getting off topic a little bit, aren't we? More music? Any votes? Threat. I give a shit about their genocide when they start giving a shit about our own genocide. Yes, Threat, that is true. white man's getting genocided too, apparently. The same as the Jews during both. Yeah. They've done it before. They're good at it, apparently. Anyway, music. Might go another one of Just Josh.
Another Aussie one, yeah. This is a Sunny Boy song.
Yeah. What do you think of the music format, Sweat? News report, song. News report, song. I think it's a great idea. Oh, the video's gone away. Where'd the video go? Oh, did I turn it? Yeah. Sorry, folks. Yeah. Why isn't the video coming up? Let's try it again. Should be working. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I saw this live down the local pub yesterday. Hotel Wanji, as the sign says. Volume's a bit low, eh? Maybe I can fix that. Yeah, pretty cool. little show. Unfortunately, I didn't have my gimbal with me, so I couldn't. It was a pretty rough camera job, I'd say. But anyway, we'll see how the next song, how the music goes. I think I might try to tweak it a bit now. But yeah, let's go to another news site. We're going to go to where we're going to go now. RT. Yeah, let's have a look at RT, which is Russia Tonight or some such thing. Right. German state media shows Nazi insignia on Ukrainian boot camp for kids. Really, folks. The German state broadcaster, Deutsche Welle, something like that, has broadcast Nazi insignia that would claim to be was a report from the secret military camp for children in Ukraine. What children doing in the military camp? What are they training for? A report about Ukrainian children being trained for war in military-style boot camps in Thursday featured children as young as 10 learning to shoot military-grade weaponry, provide first aid, and train in hand-to-hand combat. Ukrainians realise the war may continue for many years because the factions are making a shitload. And, well, let's kill them all off. And, oh, sorry, I got distracted. When they want to prepare for today's children may just borrow soldiers. Yes, they won't last long though, will they? One of the teenager appears to wear a patch with a stylized Nazi Germany's Imperial Eagle, briefly seen in the video, on a shoulder. Really? Unlike the original Reichsadler, who carried a Nazi swastika in its claws, the eagle in its patch appears to have it replaced with a trident from the Ukrainian coat of arms. Really? That's interesting. So someone thought they saw something in a video and something to write a news report about. Yeah, that's wow. Let's see what else is happening in RT. We'll go back to that. Before we go back to music, we'll get some music happening again shortly. And after next, I'm going to find the right bloody link. There it is. Okay. What else? Donbass push rear strikes in Easter offensive ceasefire. Yeah, of course. Something else there was interesting, I'm sure. Oh, yes. Zelensky reacts to Putin's Easter ceasefire announcement and then bombs the shit out of him anyway, no doubt. Okay. This is one thing that might be problematic. Israel consented limited strike on Iran routers. West Jerusalem is reportedly continuing to develop attack plans despite US Donald Trump's preference for diplomacy. Yeah, it's a pretty hard word to say these days. They're not very diplomatic, are they? Israel is considering a limited strike on Iran's nuclear facilities in the coming months, despite Washington's refusal to support military action. Yes. I don't want to attack Iran, I think, because Iran, I think they've got enough bombs and stuff to help protect themselves. And if they do start targeting Iran, then their allies are going to jump in, and then everyone else's allies are going to jump in. Yeah, so what are you saying there, Svet? See, try to make out all whites as Nazis and anti-Semites to justify the genocide of white people. Indeed. Yeah, that may well be the case, Svetlana. As well, let's face it, the Russians and the Ukrainians, they're all mostly white fellas, aren't they? Davey. Good to see you, mate. Cheers. Just about to get into another bit of music. So might go back to that bloke that was singing before. Oh no, actually I'll do the other pub. The lady in the pub. Yeah, she was pretty good. Ignition. Open their file up. There you go. There you go, folks. Yeah, guys, mic's not working. Yes. Not his best song, I don't think. How's it sound? Oh no. I caught that while I was drunk. Yeah. That was a good night at the pub. I think that was just after I got back from New Zealand. Yeah, I'm wearing my New Zealand shirt. Bert Munro, the world's fastest Indian. You've heard me talk about that before. All right. What are we going to go back to? All right. Yes. Let's go back to Russia tonight and see some other shit. Yes. Spy thrillers, killers, grannies, Cinderella on a rampage. Russian Film Fest has it all. Oh, dear me. The 47th Moscow International Film Festival kicks off with wartime drama and international highlights. The 47th International Film Festival opened in Thursday, continuing a legacy of dates back to 1935, making it one of the oldest festivals in the world. In recent years, the festival has expanded its scope, spotlighting not just feature films, but also television series across. Who cares about TV, I'm afraid? Yeah, what else is news here? Oh, yes, Moscow and Kiev hold major prisoner swap. And ties with Russia and China key to global peace, Iranian foreign minister. The three countries are serious about working together for the sake of international peace, Abbas Arashi told RT. Iran, Russia, and China intend to deepen their cooperation in order to promote global peace and security, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas said in an exclusive interview with RT. Tehran has been strengthening its ties with Moscow and Beijing in recent years, joining the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in 2023 and the BRICS Group in 2024. Military cooperation has expanded, most recently through joint naval drills conducted by three countries off Iran's coast in March. Yeah, funny about that. Why are they wanting to get together all of a sudden? No, it's been going on for a while. Given the current international climate, working closely with Moscow and Beijing is a necessity for Tehran because, well, look what the West's doing. Look what's happening over there, and look at your prices of your groceries. How hard is it to survive? Time for more music, I think. Let's go back to the Just Night. Oh, that's three from him, haven't we? So I'll try this one. Good doors. Be back in a moment, folks. Just going to exchange fluids. Yes. Tommy Chong, who the fuck's that? Yeah, it was a bloody David just asked in the chat room. How often do I hear you? How often do I hear look like Tommy Chong? Who the fuck's Tommy Chong, mate? No idea. Must be, yeah, not known to me here. Well, let's see. Let's look at. Yes, okay. Excuse me, I think I'm about to sneeze. Yeah. Excuse me, folks. All right. It's not the page I was looking at. I don't think. Yep, definitely the wrong one. So it's this one. Yeah, that's the one. World News. Yeah, so this talking previously about this guy over in US Defense Secretary reported shared Yemen attack details with family. Naughty boy, anyway. Another weird one. Solomon Islands traditional dolphin hunt video sparks debate over ancient practice. Warning, this story depicts animal treatment that may disturb some viewers. Jack Bakali and church chairman and from the island of Solufu in Solomon Islands has a simple way of describing it. For us, it's part of life, he told the ABC from his island home. These events are our culture. Dolphin calling and hunting is our inheritance from God. Last week, Mr. Bakali's ancient cultural practice met new type of social media. Social media, yes. The video showed the killings of hundreds of dolphins on Mr. Bakali's island went viral on local social media platforms, sparking heated debate in Solomon Islands and the broader Pacific. For some, it is barbaric practice that needs to be outlawed, or at the very least, regulated. Regulated. See, there you go, folks. It's all about the regulation, isn't it? Yep. Someone's doing something culturally, which, let's face it, it's not pretty. Oh, look, we've got someone. Sonia. Hello, Sonia. How you going, Sonia? Sounds off. Really? According to my computer over here, it's working. Let's just check that. All right, okay, needs to be outlawed. Very least regulated. Yep. Sorry, well, it's coming through on my computer. False alarm. Oh, of course, guess you got it wrong. Anyway, that's okay. Where was I? I was talking about the dolphin hunt, and because supposedly it's an ancient practice that's been going on for years and years. Because, well, what they do with dolphins, they probably eat them. Nothing wrong with that. What are dolphin steaks like? Smells a bit fishy. Well, I hate it when I make myself laugh. It's a little bit silly. Maybe I am a bit silly. But it's part of their culture, as far as I'm concerned. And, well, who are we to, well, what they do, they say, well, someone, the last part of it I was reading, so the laws have to be changed or something needs to be done about that. How surprised are we all that they've come up with a line? Let's just regulate it more. Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're regulators. Anyway, go back to that and see what else is on that page. Where are we? Yep. Let's go back one. Israel says killing Palestinians medics the result of poor night visibility. Oh, that works, doesn't it? Yes. You've got to be kidding. An Israel military investigation has labelled the killing of 15 Palestinian medics and emergency workers a result of operational misunderstanding. Yes, operational misunderstanding. Where was I? Yep. Video of the attack contradicted the Israel Defense Force's original statements that the ambulance was travelling without emergency lights. Israel's... I'm over that story already. Sometimes we have to fight. Thousands of US citizens protest against Donald Trump's administration. In short, thousands of Americans critical of US President Donald Trump's administration have taken to the streets, decrying that they see as threats to the nation's democratic ideals. The demonstrations ranged from march through Midtown Manhattan and a rally in front of the White House to a demonstration in Massachusetts Revolutionary War crematorium. Well, no. Yeah. Look, you read the word on the board. The protest came just 2 weeks after similar nationwide demonstrations. Of course, they allowed to, aren't they? Let them demonstrate as much as they want. It might make a difference. Hey, doubt it. Sorry, I had to take a little sustenance in. I'm over in the corner. You can see what I'm doing. All right. The disparate events on Saturday range from the march through Midtown Manhattan rally in front of you. Read that bit. Thomas Basford was among the demonstrators at the reenactment of the battles of Lexington and Concord outside Boston. The 80-year-old retired Mason from Maine said he believed Americans were under attack from their own government and needed to stand up against it. Well, sounds about right. This is a very perilous time in America for liberty, said Mr. Basford, who was with his partner, daughter, and 2 grandsons. I wanted the boys to learn about the origins of this country, and sometimes we have to fight for freedom. In Denver, hundreds of protesters gathered in Colorado state capitol with banners expressing solidarity with immigrants and telling the Trump administration hands off. Solidarity with immigrants and telling the Trump administration hands off. So you want more immigrants? Impeach, remove. Yes, right. So they want more immigrants that Trump's trying to get rid of. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess, to some people. Thousands of people who marched through downtown Portland, Oregon, while in San Francisco, hundreds spelled out the words impeach or remove on the sandy beach along the Pacific Ocean, also with an inverted US flag. Inverted US flag, gee, that's interesting. Elsewhere, protests against Elon Musk and his role in downsizing the federal government were planned outside Tesla's car dealerships, except they all got blown up instead. No. Other organisers moved. No, I think I'm done with this story. Is there anything else you want to read here? Oh, yes. Here's one for you. More than 20 robots race alongside humans in half marathon in Beijing. Really, though, this is a weird one. More than 20 robots have joined thousands of runners at the half marathon in Beijing. While some robots complete the race, others struggled from the beginning. Oh, no. Poor little robots. Some analyses have questioned whether the entering robots in marathons is a reliable indicator of their industrial potential. Are you kidding? Humanoid robots have joined thousands of runners on half marathon in Beijing for the first time since the machines have raced alongside humans in a 21-kilometre course. The 21 robots, sourced from Chinese manufacturing, came in all shapes and sizes. Some shorter than 120 centimetres and others as tall as 1.8 metres. One company even boasted its robot looked almost human, with feminine features and the ability to wink and smile. Really? Like your robot winking and smiling at you? Some firms tested their robots for weeks before the race. Beijing officials described the half marathon is more akin to a car race, a race car competition, given the need for engineering and navigational teams. The robots are running very well, very stable. I feel I'm witnessing an evolution of robots and AI, says Hishu said. Robots accompanied by human trainers. Are you kidding? The robots are accompanied by human trainers some of whom had to be physically support the machines during the race. That sounds like cheating. Few of the robots wore running shoes, with one donning boxing gloves and the other wearing a red headband with the words "Bound to Win" in Chinese. You've got to be kidding. The winning robot was Tiangong Ultra from Beijing Innovation Center of Human Robots by the time of 2 hours and 40 minutes. So you're saying a robot won the race? The men's winner of the race had a time of 1 hour and 2 minutes. So don't worry, they'll get better. Definitely time for more music, eh? Let's see if I can find another screen with. Yeah, that's that bloke before, but we'll go to his next song. What do you reckon? All right. Yep, now we're running bots. Yeah, it's very good. It's weird. Some reason. This I don't want it. Oh, good. Thanks, Sonia. Hotel onesie, top place. Yeah, you can certainly play a guitar. I might go straight into his next song. I feel like reading any news at the moment. Let's have some more music.
Yeah, I know. This is about a year-old song, this.
Right. Carry on with a bit more music. This is from the Wanji Hotel again. This is band Ignition. Definitely, Tonya. Life music, you're like the best. How long have we been going now? 65 minutes. Over an hour, eh?
Enjoy that.
Let's go to their next. This is their last song. Well, that was Ignition. Yeah, the 4 tracks that they've had, and so there's a couple more of the other guy to go, and I'll be playing them shortly. But final news story, maybe. Final. This is Press TV, which is the Iranian mob. Something I was talking about earlier. Let's see. I've got it working. No, I haven't. Here we go. It should work, hopefully. Yep. Okay, we're there. Where am I? Arachi scoffs at Israel's threats, says Tel Aviv will never be able to attack Iran. Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Arachi, something like that, says Israel has never been able to wage an attack on the nation in the past and will not be able to do so in the future, maybe because you've got China and Russia as your best mates. In an interview with a Russian RT television published on Saturday, it's still working, yep. Agarachi noted that even with the support of help from the US, the occupying regime will not be capable of carrying out military actions against the Islamic Republic. Occupying regime, eh? Yes. Well, I get basically what they are, aren't they? Where was Israel? Where has it ever been in Israel? Don't think it has. As I said, we can defend ourselves even against the US, and the United States knows how capable we are. A little bit of fear-mongering going on there. Okay, what's happening in the nuclear field? Ukrainian enrichment in Iran's red line that talks with the US, says Deputy Foreign Minister. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister for Legal and International Affairs, Kazim Big Word, has reiterated the Islamic Republic's right to enrich uranium, stressing that the issue is the red line in the indirect negotiations with the United States. Yes. Are there any good news stories here? Let's see, there's got to be something interesting. Doesn't look too good, does it? Israel, Iran, champions from Iran. Famine in Gaza, no longer a risk, but a reality. Yeah, I might read a bit of that. Famine in Gaza, no longer a risk, but a reality, warns Euromed Rights Group. The Euro-Mediterranean Human Rights Monitor has condemned Israel's complete blockade from humanitarian aid entering Gaza, warning that the famine is no longer a risk but a reality. No shit, Sherlock. The Geneva-based rights group said on Saturday that the imminent threat of famine in Gaza Strip is deeply alarming, particularly considering the ongoing legal and comprehensive blockade imposed by the Tel Aviv regime for the past 45 days. After 45 days of total Israeli blockade, famine is no longer a risk, it's become a reality. This marks the longest uninterrupted restriction of humanitarian aid and essential goods since the beginning of Israel's genocide in the Strip over 18 months ago. There. It's bloody horrible. It's just depressing every time you look at a news site. And as I was saying earlier, it's sort of, I don't watch TV news anymore, but just I look through the a lot of different news sites around the world just to see what's happening. And then, of course, you hear the views of other people, what's happening. And it can be quite depressing. That's why I like to play a bit of music, because at least with some music, it makes you feel good for 3 minutes of the song or something. I'm not sure if I've played this one yet. Yep, already played that one. Did I? Maybe not. I don't know. Let's watch it anyway. When am I cruising by Phoenix? Couple of years. Yeah, I'll be there in a couple of years. Going to South Korea next. Going to visit Jackie. We got a bot in the house.
Yeah, I know. This is about a year-old song, this.
A couple more songs. Might as well play them, folks. I'm going to get another beer. Right. Davey's saying a lost sound on Do Live. Please confirm if you can, but anyway. One more song to play, but in the meantime, I was looking around. I thought to myself, since I was saying before how all the news is depressing and stuff like that, so I opened up a DuckDuckGo search. DuckDuckGo, something like that. Yeah, it's not Google, or is it? And found a site called the Good News site. So we'll have a bit of a look at that, eh? What do you reckon? Nice pretty picture of a lady there. Where are you? Here you are. And it 83-year-old race car superfan finally gets a chance behind the wheel, outliving prejudice. Sounds like a good news story. She's a happy old 83-year-old late. Yeah, okay. Well, get to the meeting. Some of her best childhood memories are filled with revving engines, spinning tyres, and cheering crowds while her brother drag raced. But in those days, there was no driving opportunities for women. Yet she vividly remembers a rush of adrenaline that she felt while watching her brother racing cars. And then one day she did have a chance to race in a powder puff derby, especially for females. An event was rained out and she never got the opportunity again. Bugger, till now. At the age of 83, Bobby Oxford's wish has finally come true. I have a need for speed, baby, she said from her senior living community in Littleton, Colorado, where she stays busy with sewing, quilting, and painting, leading a quiet life. How cool is that? Let's see. After son's death, woman gives part of her liver to her best friend. That's sort of good news. What's this one about? It's got a monkey in it. That might be interesting. Bonobos communicate in complex phrases, a language process once thought unique to humans. He's saying, no shit, Sherlock. Bonobos, the closest living relatives to humans, create complex, meaningful combinations of calls resembling the word combinations of humans. No shit, Sherlock. Today's a study that challenges long-held assumptions about what makes human communicate unique. The study conducted by researchers at Harvard and the University of Zurich has investigated the vocal behaviour of wild bonobos, and geez, I hate these words they come up with. I just don't get my tongue around them. But that's somewhere in the Democratic Republic of Congo. They've learned that monkeys talk to each other. How fucking exciting. That sounds a bit negative, wasn't it? Okay. I'm not going to do that anymore. We're going to go back to some music. What do you reckon? Got any music open? Yeah, let's start there. Because there's one more song to go. And then we're done. The Holy Grail. Bloody hell. The screen's gone funny again. Should be playing this. Cool. Thanks, Toby. Back. That was a great night down the Wanji Hotel last night, which was 20th. Was it April? Yes. Anyway, folks, that'll be about it for today. I've played a bit of music, done a couple of news stories, been a bit entertaining, I hope. Like and share if you like. And special hello to anyone who watches this later from the Wanji Hotel, because that's where most of it was from. So, in the meantime, folks, be good to each other, because that's all that really matters. Because remember, I'm not the sharpest knife in the block. A bit like a bread knife. I cut through difficult subject matter. Always leave plenty of crumbs on the board. Cheerio, Davey. Sonia, love you, babe. I'll come and see you in a couple of years. Yeah, because I'm going to go to South Korea next, probably sometime next year. And then, yeah, well, who knows? I might end up in the States one day. Maybe Mexico. Who knows? But the plan is travel around, see the world for what it really is. Okay, I've waffled on enough. Love you all. Thanks for watching. And see you next time. Bye-bye.